Cancer kills the lives of hundreds of thousands of people around the world annually. The most common causes of cancer death in women are lung cancers, followed by breast and colorectal cancers, whereas lung, colorectal, and prostate cancers are the leading causes of cancer in men. It is important to get the correct definition of cancer. So what is cancer? It is a group of diseases characterized by uncontrolled division or growth of the body cells. Normally, your body has a spontaneous program that controls and kills old, excess, and worn-out cells referred to as apoptosis. Surprisingly, cancer cells are quite notorious and defiant, and they never respond to this program, thus continue multiplying. Tumors are new growths that arise from normal tissue, and cancer cells accumulate as growths called malignant tumors that compress, invade, and ultimately destroy the surrounding normal tissue. But wait a minute. What causes tumors to form, and what causes some of them to spread? Why do some types of tumors tend to be found in families? Is the tendency to develop cancer inherited? Do environmental factors contribute to the development of cancer? Stay tuned as we delve into this. These questions have prompted extensive research into cancer's fundamental biology. While numerous details remain unclear, a fundamental discovery has emerged. Cancers stem from genetic abnormalities. Precisely, cancer has been classified as a genetic disease due to its basis in gene mutations. Therefore, the inheritance of specific mutations can create a susceptibility to cancer. However, it is important to note that cancer is not an inherited disease, in the sense that the cancerous condition is not directly transmitted from parent to offspring. And what is mutation? A mutation is a change or alteration that occurs in the DNA gene sequence of any organism. DNA or deoxyribonucleic acid can be defined as the genetic material of the cell, whose strands in the cell nucleus form chromosomes. The two main functions of a DNA in a normal cell is, firstly, controlling the production of new cells, normally referred as cell division. Briefly, when a cell divides, the DNA material in each chromosome copies itself so that exactly the same DNA is passed to the resulting two new daughter cells. Secondly, the DNA contains the master code for all proteins produced in the cell, thus controlling the production or synthesis of new proteins in a cell. A normal gene that can give rise to uncontrolled cell division when mutated is called a proto-oncogene. On the other hand, tumor suppressor genes are involved in the regulation of the cell cycle, especially in the detection of and prevention of abnormal cell division. Mutation of a tumor suppressor gene leads to an at least partial loss of this surveillance process, increasing the likelihood that a cell will become cancerous. In certain cases, environmental factors like diet, excessive sun exposure, or chemical pollutants may trigger or exacerbate the damage to DNA, resulting in malignancy. The particular damage typically encompasses chemical alterations in the nucleotide building blocks of DNA. These alterations disrupt the accurate coding of new protein production. Once these alterations become established within a cell, they are passed to subsequent daughter cells. Normally, cancer will arise when essential genes undergo hereditary modification in DNA, that is mutation, disrupting biochemical processes, and ultimately leading to uncontrolled cell proliferation. Without regulation, cancer cells multiply incessantly, forming tumors. Cancer cells also produce abnormal proteins. If these cells detach from a tumor and infiltrate surrounding tissues, the tumor becomes malignant. In contrast, when cells remain within their boundaries, the tumor is benign. Malignant tumors can metastasize, spreading to other body locations, marking a transition referred to as metastasis. Normally, malignant cells exhibit anaplasia, meaning their DNA ceases to generate instructions necessary for maintaining the functions of mature cells. Instead, their modified DNA and altered cellular processes give rise to new signals that promote cell growth, cell mobility, infiltration into nearby tissues, and the formation of metastases. It's important to understand that in both benign and malignant tumors, disruptions have occurred in the mechanisms governing cell division and protein synthesis. Researchers have now firmly established that the losses of control in these cells result from underlying genetic alterations, that is mutation. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please leave your thoughts in the comment section, and thank you so much for watching and subscribing. Also, don't forget to check out my other videos.